Electronium and HTML coin, and also I can't remember the last one now. But yeah, they're the one that's getting Electronium on hit BTC and other exchanges. So I don't know. I was just wondering if anybody else heard about it, if they're looking into it.
I like it. I'm looking at it right now. It's Titanium Blockchain Infrastructure Services.
Exactly, that's the one.
Yeah, it says 35. So they actually sold out of coins. That's cool.
Yeah, I bought some just because I looked at it. I read through it, the white paper and things like that. And yeah, good idea. The guy that's running it seems like he knows what he's doing. I don't know. He's got he ran another company before. Well, he's the founder of another company. Can't remember the name of the company off the top of my head at the moment. But he's got a large clientele. Really big companies. He's got Apple. All just you can read through it yourself. But yeah, it seems pretty promising to me.
Interesting. Yeah, and I'm really glad you mentioned it. I'm going to look into this a little bit. But yeah, thank you for mentioning that.
Question.
Yeah, what's up, man?
So when y'all do research on ICOs, what are y'all looking for to know, like, to invest in the coin? You know what I mean? Because there's so many ICOs that could be fake or scams or whatever. So what triggers you to invest in an ICO? You know, what's the thing that you're looking for in an ICO that makes you want to invest in it?
I think that's a great question, CJ. And something I've talked about a lot in the past is I have an ICO checklist that I go through, and it's a very simple one. There's 3 steps to it. And number 1, I'm always looking at the team, right? And that's why I like this Titanium blockchain. You know, the guy mentioned, you mentioned the team, right? So the fact that you mentioned the team first shows me that you're doing some good due diligence, at least in that aspect, because some people don't even look at the team, right? Some people just overlook the team. They're like, oh, this looks like a good idea. It's so important to look at the team because the leadership is what really matters long-term. And it kind of correlates with the other 2 aspects of ICOs that I look at, which number 1 is the team, but number 2 is the potential for mass adoption. And what I mean by that is if the coin doesn't have a potential for mass adoption, then it's most likely not going to succeed long-term. And what that means is, like, for example, Electronium really attracted me because not only was the team proper, but it also had such a high chance of mass adoption based upon their vision and their goal of what they wanted to accomplish. Matter of fact, that's part of what they want to do. It's actually allow the masses to use blockchain and cryptocurrency in a way that's feasible and attractive to those who aren't so tech savvy and understanding of this type of technology. So that's the second thing I'm looking for. Does it have potential for mass adoption? So I would look at a ton of different coins and, I would determine that. You have to see, if it's some crazy cloud blockchain system, like that might not have the best, chances of being adopted in the masses, at least in the next couple of years. Maybe as time progresses, it will, but then why invest in something now if there's no true feasibility in the short-term future? Because if not, then in 2 or 3 years when the technology develops...
Check out CoinSeed.
I'm sorry, Jeff? Okay. So if the technology develops, then another company will come out with a similar concept that's 10 times better. So that's why you're looking for the short-term feasibility. You're looking for the short-term usability of the coin. And then number 3 is the fact that you have to ask yourself, does this solve a problem that's currently being faced in our economy or in our society? If it doesn't solve a problem, then there's really no point of seeing it as something that's going to succeed long-term because, something that solves a problem is what's going to really see adoption in masses. That's why Ripple is so successful. That's why Ethereum is so successful. That's why Bitcoin is so successful. Bitcoin was created in 2008 in the financial crisis in Japan, right? That's why it was created. Ripple, it's allowing these banks to utilize this Ripple net, not even utilizing the cryptocurrency, but just utilizing the blockchain aspect of it to send these transactions over the sea without any of these crazy fees that are typically associated with these transactions. It solves a big problem. Ethereum, it solved the problem of building on top of a protocol, right? They created this smart contract system, the ERC20 platform, and it solved a big problem. So, I'm looking to see, does it solve a problem? Does that help out, CJ?
Yes, it does. Thank you.
For sure, man. And then the last thing, I don't talk about this much anymore, but I do have another aspect. And the fourth one for me is your intuition. How do you feel about it? If you feel good about it, invest in it. That's something that it's an age-old principle, right? Like you don't want to feel good about a coin and then read one review and say, I don't want to do this anymore. No, like if you feel good about it. Well, I'm sorry. Somebody just laughed.
What the?
Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, you don't want to just take one. You don't want to just take one opinion and then throw your feelings out of the window and say, okay, I'm not going to do this. If you feel good about something, like when I looked at Electroneum, I saw they had one of the largest Telegram groups. I saw they had a huge Twitter following. I was like, man, this feels good. It's like, if I'm the last dumb person to invest in this, then so be it. But I think this is going to be a good idea. So hopefully that helps out. Yeah. Oh, by the way, something I've noticed, when a coin has a lot of attention in its ICO phase, it typically ends up doing pretty good after the ICO. Just saying. Electroneum had so much media attention, and it had all this media attention, and they were giving out 40% bonuses on all of their ICO sales. So you could have made tons of money if you would have just known that, okay, this is obviously getting a lot of attention. And it was because it's a good project. It wasn't for no reason. It was a good project. They also sold out. That's why I like Titanium. It's sold out. They also sold out from their ICO. So and Electroneum is already 15-folded more than 15-folded where it was. So, I'm going to look into Titanium too. Because,
good question.
Yeah.
Titanium actually sold out well before its final day.
Electroneum or Titanium?
Titanium. It actually, I think, doubled the amount of coins it was available to sell, and then it sold out within like 2 days after that.
I'm going to definitely look into this then. Because if the demand is that high during the ICO, it's probably going to be that high after the ICO. I guarantee there's people that wanted it and didn't get it. Any other questions?
How do you get into it? Like, how do you buy ICOs? Like, get into it?
Very simple subgroup. Great question. So typically with ICOs, they'll typically have a website, and on the website there'll be instructions. For the most part, ICOs will accept Ethereum or Bitcoin. So it's just as simple as I know with Electroneum's ICO, it was literally like a wallet address that you just sent Ethereum to, and they guaranteed the amount of coins in your wallet as soon as the sale was over and everything was released. They had a little bit of a delay, but they ended up doing what they had to do. So, it's very simple. It's like just sending money to an Ethereum address typically, or sometimes there's like a more formal process. Sometimes they have their own exchange. Like it really depends. But for the most part, the websites will have the instructions. If you want to look at different ICOs on our resources, under our tools, go to resources, and then there's under tools it says ongoing ICOs, and there's a link. Okay. And if you click that link, it'll take you to cryptocompare.com/ICO/pound/ongoing, and those are all the ongoing ICOs right now.
Okay.
Not all of them, but that's just the ones that are listed there.
Got a bit of question on one ICO I found called Coin Seeds. The way their coin works, it looks like holding it, they're going to pay out dividends of some sort based on the accumulated monthly fees of any of the users. The cool thing about this one is that it's already available on the Android market. They apparently already have a couple million users.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, being the fact that it's on Android already, it opens up the market to a lot of people, right? What is it doing on Android? Is it just an app or?
It's a really cool concept. You hook it up to your debit or your credit card, and when you make purchases, it rounds up to the nearest $1, $5, $10, whatever you set up, and then it invests that into a crypto profile that they pre-set up for you. It's pre-generated. And the other cool thing is that the community also sets up profiles that they put up, and then people vote on them, and then it also projects and shows their realized profits for their community offered profiles, and then they can gain reputation through doing so. So it's actually a really good way to bring people, entry-level people, into the market. It just hasn't really gotten much coverage. And and it's right now. I can't remember if it's in ICO right now or if it just ended.
What is it called again? CoinFeed?
CoinFeed, yeah.
Thank you, man, for mentioning that.
No problem. I kind of want to get it out of the air.
Yeah. Anybody have any opinion on that? Anybody know anything about it?
It was just kind of cool because I showed it at another one of my my Facebook group chats, and all of the people that were just kind of like thinking about dipping their toes into the water just instantly lit up. They're like, "Oh, that's cool."
Yeah, it looks cool. That is awesome, man. Yeah. Cool. Awesome. Anybody else have anything interesting to talk about?
How much money do you make?
Which coins? Okay, and then somebody said, how much money does who make? Me?
Yeah, how much money do you make?
Why, are you the IRS? You need to know my... You don't
I just
need...
want to know how profitable it is.
I do share my monthly, my percent profits. Last month was really good, but it was kind of hard to not make money last month, in my opinion. I think I hit over 100% profits. The month before that wasn't as good. This month, to be honest, I haven't done as good as I usually do in the first 15 days of the month. But I think it's because of the market. I think January usually for me isn't the best month. Now, I don't go negative in this market. If you're negative in this market, you're doing something wrong, in my opinion. And I don't want to offend anybody by saying that, but I'm just saying with this type of volatility, if you're down on a coin, your best bet is to hold. The reason I say that is because these coins, they drop, but they go right back up. And, for me, I've had to hold coins for a long time, longer than I've wanted to, but it always ends up paying off at the end because, everybody, whether you're in real estate, whether you're, in whatever industry you're in, like I was talking to a real estate agent the other day and he said, anybody that sells is automatically losing because now they're missing out on all that equity that potentially can build on that house or that home or that multifamily complex, right? So I think it's important to understand that in a market like this, it's not like the stock market where it's going to take you 2 years to, get that price back up, where Tesla was stuck at $212. Anybody remember that in 2013 where it was stuck at, or whenever it was, where it was stuck at $212 for a long time? That's not how this market works. This market is always going up and down. So take your emotions out of it. And then what was the other question? Yeah, I like Siacoin a lot, actually. I'm actually planning to do a review on that one. Siacoin, for me, I think it's going to take out Amazon's hosting services and stuff. I think it's going to take out a lot of different things that are currently being used a lot. It's going to wipe out Google's platform, I think, as well.
What coin is that again? Sorry?
Siacoin, SIACOIN. There's a lot of use cases on that already, too. It's definitely I like it a lot. What do you like about Siacoin?
Yeah, but the devs took a shit on them.
What do you mean?
The devs basically...
Interesting.
Yeah, they basically said that that they were considering the option of doing a hard fork or a soft fork to essentially invalidate all of those miners.
Yeah. Well, so for me personally, though, the reason I like Siacoin, I think it puts out all of these other, and here's the thing. You might tell yourself, well, Google can always, have their cloud storage decentralized and so forth and do exactly what Siacoin is doing, but not necessarily. If Siacoin is the first one doing it and they get really good at it, though, Google won't copy them. They'll probably buy them, So, yeah. So I think it's extremely. If you guys don't know, it's basically cloud it's cloud storage and completely decentralized, but it's way less expensive than Amazon and Google and all of these other companies that offer cloud storage. I think it's like $2 per month for a terabyte versus $23 from Amazon. So,
Oh my God, that's gonna blow up big.
yeah.
Well, the thing that I always wondered is how it compared to just storage.
What do you mean?
Well, storage.io seems to be STAORJ, seems to be having done the same thing, and they came out years before.
Why didn't they get as much adoption as Sidecoin?
I don't know that.
It could be marketing. You know, a big part of these ICOs are marketing, right? Think about Tron. All that guy does is market really well. I give him props for that. He does a good job at it. Marketing is a huge part of it. If you can't market properly, then you can't, to be honest with you, the technology, in my opinion, is not as important as how well you market it. Because if you can't market it, then technology, nobody will know about it. Nobody will understand. Like, it just won't matter, So could have definitely, I think a lot of coins, a lot of really good projects went under the radar because they just didn't have the marketing. Electroneum was really good at marketing.
On the subject of cloud computing, there's this really cool one I was looking at called Flaky, and it's like people can use their GPU mining rigs and they can lend hashing power and get paid for it, and have people via the cloud use their GPU power to play games.
Interesting. Yeah. That is really,
it seems really cool.
What is that called?
Flaky.
Okay, cool. Nice. Awesome. Thank you for mentioning that. Nice. Anybody here have any other anything interesting?
I wonder, like, why is Dragon Chain so popular in out? I don't know.
Does anybody have any information about Dragon Chain and why it's blowing up?
Well, I think compared to a lot of the other platform coins, they actually have a working proof, a working platform that has adoption of several tokens under it.
Can you give an example?
Not really.
Is it like an IC for Americans, for example? If they are in Dragon Chain, do they have an advantage of getting into new ICOs?
Interesting.
I'm not sure. That's what I maybe think it is.
Yeah, I saw that when I was looking at the website. It said something about an incubator or something where you get early access. I think that was interesting. But if they already have some adoption, that could always be the reason why it's more popular than other similar projects, because adoption is a big part of this, guys. When there's actual use cases, that increases the likelihood that coin is going to see some sort of future development 10x. Like, it's a big deal when there's use cases, actual use cases. That's why Ripple got so big. It was being used, even though the XRP token wasn't being used. It had little utility that was actually being adopted. It was more so the Ripple net. It still just blew up because there was use cases.
So, well, the other thing was that Dragon Chain was forked off, or not really forked off, but started by engineers at Disney. And there's a lot of people that kind of think, oh, this is the Disney coin.
Yeah, for sure. That's huge. Yeah, that's huge. I mean, Disney is very prominent, and it's a prestigious name. So any developers, quote unquote, that come from there, it will bring attention for sure. Because once again, that's what you're looking for, right? The team. So I'm gonna start to head out of this. We're gonna be doing a Ruby and above little jam session on the Ruby plus Night Owl one for those of you guys that are Rubies and above. And then I do have to meet tomorrow with a mentor of mine in the morning. So I definitely, I'm here in Santa Monica right now in California, meeting with him. No, not Tony Robbins. That would be nice. Tony Robbins is an inspiration to me. He's awesome. He's an awesome guy.
Hey, can I ask you a quick question before you go?
Yeah, for sure, man.
What's your take on NAS coin or Nebulous?
That's the one coin I haven't really dove too much into yet. I'm starting to see it get popular, but I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, sorry about that. Apparently the founder of Neo is the guy who founded this coin, and it's the circulating supply is a lot lower than Neo, and for the price right now, it kind of seems almost like a no-brainer. So I was just curious on what you thought, but.
Did he leave Neo and go and start this?
I'm actually the website link's right in front of me. I'm gonna.
I like this a lot. This is interesting because this is something that Yazan talked to me about. If you guys don't know, I have a friend that just started. He has his own. He just had an ICO called the Gibril Network, and he's working on developing that project. But Nebula it's a decentralized search framework, and that's something he actually talked to me about. It's needed in this market right now. It's a search platform within these blockchain, within these blockchain protocols. There's no sort of a search system right now, right? You can't just search for anything. So if this is truly, I'm going to read the white paper. If this is truly a feasible project where it actually can be used to search within blockchain protocols, then that would be a beautiful project, in my opinion. That would definitely be undervalued at this point, but I'll look into that. It looks like a nice white paper based on what I'm looking at right now.
Yeah, cool. It says that he was the founder of AntShares, or I guess that was formerly Neo, from what I can
Yeah, exactly.
His name's Hitters, I guess, and their team is pretty stacked with tons of people who look like they have lots of credibility. So, I was curious, maybe in future note, what your take is on that.
Yeah, I love this. It's saying that it's connecting with Kraken and Bittrex, Polynex, all these other exchanges. That's really nice. I'm going to look at this. They have a ranking algorithm. That's always good. Cool. Sounds good. Yeah.
Well, my opinion matters, but I'm strongly for NAS, and I'm invested in it.
Really?
Cool. Yeah, I'm probably about to just sell off some of my coins and throw it in there because, I don't know. It seems really legit.
Why are you so strongly invested in that, Rafi? Hey, Rafi.
That was me. Not.
Oh no, that wasn't.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah. Why are you so strongly invested in it?
I don't really have a good answer for that. I'm not sure. It was just one of 4 that I picked at the time to choose.
That's reassuring. Okay, cool, man. Well, you never know, right?
Thank you for that.
The luck of the draw.
Bounty during the YouTube chat. I'm really interested in it since it got that big pump that was on the chart. That was as a result of an announcement with a partnership with a coin called Swiss Borg that's still in ICO. And they also just announced a partnership with Lend. So I'm kind of watching all 3.
Nice. Wow, that sounds really cool. Awesome. Sounds good, guys. I'm going to head on to the Ruby Night Owl. We're going to do a quick Q&A there. For the rubies and above that are here. But I want to thank being here tonight. I think it was a great night, a little bit shorter than usual, but sooner or later we're going to be doing our live streams a lot earlier in the day, as well as enhancing a lot of the other things in terms of the night owls, doing it a little bit, more efficiently, I guess you can say, with more questions and stuff. So yeah, I want to thank you guys for being here. And if you're new to the community, welcome to our Discord. Hopefully you guys can enjoy it. There's tons of stuff here, tons of different resources, tons of different conversations happening. And if you guys need anything, feel free to shoot me a message. I try to get back to people, but I get tons of messages, but I'll definitely read messages. So feel free to reach out if you guys need anything. We also have a ton of mods that are always online, so you can always reach out to them.
Thanks, Naeem. Have a good time in California.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, for sure.
Sometimes he gives like 1 to 2 signals daily. Yeah, no problem. And it's usually, you'll get an email notifying you about it.
Who was I think it was you that was interested in that other coin that you were talking about, but have you heard of HPB, high performance, high performance? So it's only on 2 exchanges. I'll just put it on the other screen so I can talk and read it. Okay, so it's on BBox and Allcoin. It's only on 2 exchanges. It's got a market cap of 184 million, rank 137 on CoinMarketCap, and apparently it's supposed to be like, it's way better than EOS and ETH. So it's basically its competitor, but yeah, this one looks like it's going to be huge.
I'm looking it up on CoinMarketCap right now.
Like, I was pretty surprised at the market cap being on 2 exchanges I've never even heard of. And also, yeah, I saw videos on YouTube where people think that this is going to be massive.
You said HPV, V as in Victor?
Oh no, HPB. So it's high performance blockchain.
Oh, got it. That's already up $8. Let's see. I've never heard of these exchanges. Huh. Do you have an account on there?
No, I don't. I was actually going to look into it, like seeing if I was even able to make one on it, but yeah, I'll have to do it. I was just going to sort of wait if it was going to be put on like BitTrex or any other sort of main crypto exchanges. But I think I need to get more of a confirmation on this whole thing, just so, because if I want to pull the trigger on it, I will be making whatever exchange that it's on.
Do you use Binance at all?
Yeah, I always use Binance. I've got BitTrex as well and Cryptopia, but I mainly use Binance.
Nice. Yeah, I think Binance right now is the best.
Yeah, 100%. It's so nice, just the way everything's laid out, and it's just pretty hard with Binance now. Like, there's so many coins like listed right now, like all these new coins. So, but it's all right. I think in crypto, there's just so many projects that you just can't get into them all.
Right. That would be nice.
Yeah.
So, what are your top 3 favorite coins right now?
Top 3. I've always loved Demiso Go since I started in crypto. What else do I like? Let me look at my book. Oh, sorry, my Binance favorites. Oh, I really like IOTA, but I'm only sort of in it right now because it's ready to break out. But besides that, I really like what they're about, like smart machines and stuff like that. And I'm looking for a third one. I actually wanted to get in. Did you hear about INS? No. So INS was like a supermarket sort of company. So basically, they aim to get rid of retail stores and just say when you make an order from home, the INS, like the website or whatever you use. Yeah, that one.
I bought just 10 of them just to see what happens. I bought them the day it got added on there, but it went down a little bit.
Yeah, I bought it as well. Like I think on that day as well. Yeah, it did go down, but I think today it pumped heaps. I'm still not in a profit though. I think I'm almost breaking even from when I bought it because I didn't think it would sell off that much.
Nice. Yeah, I think I bought it around $9.
Yeah, because I heard from the ICO price, apparently when it got listed, it was already 6 times the ICO price. So everyone would have basically already 6 times their investment. That's why I think everyone was just cashing out.
Yeah, a lot of people got screwed too, I think.
Oh, really?
Because the price dropped so quickly once it was added on there.
Yeah. Well, like since its lowest point, it's up 40%, which is pretty good.
Hey guys,
but I think
just check out Titanium blockchain on CoinMarketCap.
I'll have a look.
I think one of my favorite ones for what I think is going to be explosive growth about a month from now is Lisk.
Yeah, Lisk will do well.
Because they're going to be doing a rebranding, and there's going to be a lot of news coming up about February 20th.
Oh, I'll have to look at the chart to see a good entry point for it.
For which one?
Lisk.
Oh, do you have a date set for the rebrand?
I'm not sure.
I'll try to find it.
Guys, do you know any good exchanges other than Binance and KuCoin? You can't sign up at the moment.
Cryptopia is alright, but that's only if you're wanting to get into other coins that aren't on Binance, I guess.
Yeah, that's you.
I like Poloniex. I don't know. I guess there's a lot of people that hate Cryptopia or hate Poloniex for whatever reason.
Lisk rebranding is on the 20th of February.
February 20th? Okay. Thanks.
Crazy. There's I watched a coin I had just sold out of up like 1,000% or 3,000% in a matter of hours.
Wait, which one was that?
On Cryptopia, right before they suspended all Dogecoin sales and or Dogecoin pairings and Litecoin pairings, there was a crazy amount of pump and dumps going on, and then, like, it was commonplace for things to go up like 500% in a day, like 6,000% in a matter of days.
Huh.
Packcoin was a perfect example of that.
Yeah, they had issues with Embercoin and stuff too.
Oh, I'm in a Facebook group. Apparently, everyone bought into Packcoin at 1 sats. Like everyone just bought into it, and they're just forgetting about it. Like I'm pretty sure some guy that one of the main leaders of the Facebook group, he actually put 1 Bitcoin worth into Packcoin.
The reason Packcoin is at 1 sat right now, and it is because it used to be so low it couldn't even be traded against Bitcoin, which is why it was traded against Doge and Litecoin.
Oh.
That's why it went so crazy.
Do you think it will go more than 1 sat?
I don't think so. I honestly think they were just pumping it to a single sat and then dumping it.
Oh, okay.
that happens sometimes. Things come off of ICO and then they get released and they're so cheap. Or for example, if the Bitcoin price goes so high that a single sat costs more than, you know, a few cents, which is what they cost at the beginning, or less than a cent, then you have no choice but to trade it in Doge or Litecoin or something similar.
That's pretty interesting. I didn't even know that stuff happened.
Those coins stay off the radar at the beginning, and people tend to just pump them up to the point where they're at a sat, sell out, and then people suddenly start hearing about it because it suddenly showed up on in their Bitcoin pairings at the lowest price possible, and then they can just sit there unloading their bags on those who are unaware.
Oh, yeah. Are you in IO?
Touch 11K again today
Which one?
for Bitcoin.
Let's have a look. Oh, I'm not sure about 11K, but if it were to drop, maybe like, let's see. I guess its previous resistance was like what, like 12K or just under that, and now it would act as support here. But I'm not sure if it. I think Bitcoin will continue just running up slightly. Like I think the dip is maybe over. Well, I hope, because it looks pretty good. Like the confidence is pretty big, I reckon. Like when you saw that last lowest drop that we had, there was like a pretty big wick. And when I was watching it, like literally just got bought up straight away. Like there were people ready to buy at those lows.
Yeah, I'm trying to put in a buy order right now out of USDT.
Man, I hate, you know how everyone, I don't know if you saw the post, but like when all that money came out, everyone was saying, oh yeah, this happened like the same time, like the last 3 years, but how come no one picked up on that before?
Right, you know, I didn't see anything on Facebook or Twitter either.
Yeah, like I guess we know for next year, but like as long as you know and it happens again next year, like we'll be saving ourselves from losing 40% or 30%, 30, 35, 40, whatever, depending on what coins you're in or whatever, and then be able to buy so low and then just ride those pumps. But like, who knows how big crypto will be by the end of the year anyway. It's pretty bad. Like it's just, I don't know. It's just mixed emotions because of governments and stuff. Like obviously they're going to try and push this, like catch up on this and try and regulate or do something. Because like we only just started the year and already you have China and South Korea coming out.
Hey guys, is USDT safe to hold your money on?
Not long term to swing trade with if you want to.
Yeah, I'd swing trade. I don't even think. I think when everyone tries to move into that, when there's a major correction again or something happening, USD Tether won't even hold its value at one point. Like I think you won't even be safe there, just because I don't even think they're backed by anything.
Yeah, at the point that somebody forces them to do an audit, I think it's going to fall down.
Well, the thing is USDT would be just like any central banking system since they have a set amount of coins. If everybody wanted to cash in the value of their coins back into Bitcoin, they could just say no because that'll make us go under and then hold everything and then freeze everyone's accounts.
Yeah.
That's the problem with USDT. It's just as centralized as a banking system, if not more so.
So it's probably best for like a temporary hold, like not long term. Like, just obviously you probably wouldn't want to hold it long term, but like,
yeah, if you see a reversal, go into USDT, wait for the bounce back to start, and then buy back in.
Oh, okay, okay, cool. Thanks.
It's kind of weird watching USDT pairings because you want to buy the USDT when it's pairing it at the highest point in the graph. It kind of fucks with your head.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but USDT actually got up to $1.05 when people were cashing from going from Bitcoin to USDT, like on the drop.
I was actually watching I have a Signal app that tells me what the entire market's doing every 5 minutes, and I have it set to tell me anything that goes up more than 1% in value to USD. And for I think the last 3 days, it seems like every 5 minutes I keep getting a notification saying USDT is up like 1.6%.
Wow. Yeah, it's a bit weird. Like,
Anybody already heard of this market miner? I don't know if this is some sort of scam or what. Anybody know information on it?
What's that?
Market miner. It's supposed to be like you put some money in it and it automatically trades for you or something like that. It sounds a bit sketchy, but I'm not sure. I don't know.
If you're looking for a legit bot, there's a great website called cryptotrader.org where you could they have several different bots you could pick from, and it's a monthly subscription.
Yeah, there's a lot of people getting into that space. I'm actually doing the same thing, but I'm doing it for free.
Okay, cool. You can make a decent amount of money from it, or I mean,
especially when you're sleeping.
okay, cool. What's the website again? Cool. I was gonna load it down.
Cryptotrader.org.
All right, thanks.
That's funny because that's almost the same thing as my website.
The bot I recommend checking out is called Blade Runner, but they got a bunch of good ones depending on what exchange you want to use it on. And the way it works is you give the API and you make sure the API isn't set to withdraw, only to make trades. That way you're safe.
Okay, thanks. We'll do. Man. I'm gonna check it. I'm checking it out now.
Looks like all the alts are gonna take a hit today.
what was that? Alt?
Yeah, a lot of the alts are coming down. People are selling and getting into BTC.
Looks like BTC's found a new channel above a new support level.
I've noticed most of the alts seem to go down over the weekend anyway, though.
Yeah, no, you're right on that one. Yeah, it does slow down, and yeah, it's a bit weird on the weekend. Like nothing really happens. Let me draw a channel just to see where its support and resistance lines are.
Crypto Trader is closed for new registrations.
I would say that. Wait, let's see. That the support line is at like 12,050 now for Bitcoin, just since it broke out from previous resistance, and its resistance is literally where it is right now. So it's a bit weird how it just stopped there. But I guess we'll just have to see where it goes from here, like whether it did stop there and it's going to make its way down, or if it does continue to pass that.
Hey guys, what's up?
Hello.
What are you guys working on?
We are looking at Bitcoin, what it's going to do. Even though technical analysis never works on Bitcoin.
I'm working on API integrations for all the various exchanges.
I'm actually going to write down that list rebranding. You do not want to miss that.
Hey, who code here?
I do.
You code what? Which language?
Mostly PHP, but I've done stuff in C and.
Okay. Yeah, me too. I'm good in PHP. I'm currently doing a website that's thing called News from an important website. Yeah. Plus, like because I don't know if you know what's RSS feed. Okay, so it gets all the feeds, and then after it goes on the link to retrieve the metadata of the description. Plus, it retrieve the area of the news, because RSS feeds it's only a short description and the title, but I retrieve everything. So. Yeah, only about crypto. And I was thinking scanning for social media to see how many share that link had and how many likes. So to know if it's popular. I'll send the link. I'm working on the new section though, but it's crypto 31. I'm gonna write it down on voice chat.
Yeah, I've got an idea for you.
Yeah.